Want to simplify the cleanup of vast fields and boost your farm's productivity? Completely eliminate worries about the condition and cleanliness of your equipment. Fully automate the operation of the barn and effortlessly gain large amounts of milk and fertilizers. Today, I'll show you how to set up 5 tractors for synchronized work to automate the processing of grass into valuable feed mix. How to set up the delivery of feed, water, and bedding to 8 barns, and configure the operation of the service base, including fully automated processes of parking, washing, refueling, and repairing equipment. This video will transform life on your farm beyond recognition. I quickly got rich and bought up the entire map, built myself a luxurious mansion, and on weekends, I drive to my friends in a supercar worth over $3 million. It feels great to be a successful farmer, not a pauper. It all didn't start smoothly. On my farm in Texas, I have 8 barns, each housing 100 cows. Take a look. One even has a little green cow. So, I had a total of 800 cows and real challenges. Even with hired help, I couldn't keep up with feeding, bedding changes, and getting products out. On top of that, I had to manage field operations, refuel, repair, and wash equipment. I was simply exhausted. That's when I decided to go fully automated, but I didn't have enough money for large fields and equipment. Worried it might all end badly and I'd go bankrupt, I still took out a big loan from the bank. With that money, I bought 3 huge fields, 2 of which were seeded with grass and 1 with wheat for straw. For mowing the grass, I needed powerful and fast tractors, so I settled on the JCB Fast Track. I bet you also use this tractor on large maps. But one tractor would take forever to harvest 2 such huge fields, so I bought 5 of them. I equipped them with the widest mowers and the most capacious trailers. Now, a tractor can single-handedly handle the entire workflow: mowing, gathering, and delivering grass to the plant. Convenient, efficient, and profitable. Now, I just need to teach my tractors to work synchronously, without overlapping or delays. Starting work with 5 tractors, I needed to ensure their seamless cooperation. The first step was generating the route in Courseplay. The maximum number of tools working simultaneously is 5, which is why I bought 5 tractors. My fields are located at the very edge of the map, so I set 2 headland passes to allow the machinery to turn around smoothly. I'll slightly increase the working width. Fortunately, the mower I use allows this. This way, I'll save time on harvesting. I save the route and assign it to the remaining tractors. I will also instruct my tractors to start harvesting from the starting point. When working together, the tractors move across the field simultaneously, each following its own route. To ensure they know their positions relative to the other tractors, each one needs a designated spot. Imagine a line with 5 tractors, 2 on the left of the center, 2 on the right, and 1 in the middle. For the first tractor, I'll choose the far left position. The second will be between the center and the far left tractor. The third will go to the middle, and the remaining 2 will be positioned on the right side, 1 in the far right position and the other between the center and the far right tractor. I might have explained it a bit confusingly, but I hope you understand. Let's continue. Next, I'll set up auto drive for transporting the grass to the plant where it will be processed into silage and hay. For this, I will use the joint work function of auto drive and Courseplay. The auto drive route is fairly simple. The main thing is that the departure point for unloading is within the field, and it's accessible from any part of the field. Then, I go to the plant and set the unloading point, first at one plant, then at the second one. To evenly distribute the grass between the plants, I need to use folders. In the auto drive settings, I enable the use of folders, then create a folder named Plants, and place both unloading points in it. Now in the settings, I choose the mode to switch delivery locations and select which plant to deliver to first. Now both plants will be supplied with grass and will operate continuously. I'll send the equipment to the field. I'll start them with a small interval between each to avoid interference during turns. And in the meantime, I'll set up the production of TMR and its delivery to the barns. In Texas, where my farm is located, there's a very convenient plant that produces a feed mix without adding mineral feed to it. I already produce silage and hay, but for now, I'll have to buy straw until my wheat is ready. Turns out, straw can only be purchased in bales. I'll need to manually buy bales. So what is this automation then? I had to build a straw buying station near the barns and also install a water pump because there's no water supply in my barns. Phew, now that I have all the components in place, I can set up the feed production. Inside, the plant looks like this. Everything is close together, so I don't need large machinery here. I'll buy 2 of these Mack trucks and a water barrel. Sometimes I'll make one of them work as a water tanker, why not? They are also convenient because their small size allows them to easily back into my plant for loading. The auto drive route was certainly challenging. First, I had to record the silage loading route, then the hay, and these routes had to be done backing in for loading. Then loading straw. Take all this to the feed mix plant. For the second truck, I recorded a route to deliver feed and water to the barns. The barns are lined up, which made it easier to record the route. Here I also use folder function. I create separate folders for feed and water. I put all the unloading points in the corresponding folders, and in the settings I specify to switch delivery places. I think sometimes the trucks will get in each other's way. We'll see in a bit. But for now, let's check how my tractors are doing. How are they managing with mowing the grass? Look at this seamless operation. They work like a single mechanism, quickly harvesting the first field. And I think they won't need much time to finish this job and move on to the second field. Okay. While I'm waiting for the first grass delivery to the plant, I can take care of setting up the base for my equipment. I have 2 huge grass fields, so this small field can now be turned into a cozy base for my equipment without regret. I'll place the tractor shed further away from the fences to allow enough maneuvering space for the tractors. I'll add a small shelter for trucks and a water barrel. Definitely installing a wash station. Wow, I have enough space to build a large gas station and repair workshop. To prevent drivers from hitting the fence with their heads when they come home from work at night, I'll add more bright lighting, and a few decorative lanterns just because I like them. I'll also decorate the base to make it look less dreary. Now, I'll record parking routes for each tractor and truck. The entry route to the base will be designed so that all vehicles coming for parking or other tasks pass through the automatic wash station. I love it when my equipment looks neat. Starting with the tractors, I chose this shed for a reason. It's very convenient to drive through, so I won't have to record the parking route using reverse gear. I'll park in a way that the mounted equipment doesn't protrude from under the shed and create a parking spot for the first tractor. I can immediately assign it as a parking spot by right-clicking on the parking icon holding down the control key. Great! Now I'll record the same routes for the other tractors and trucks. I'll set up the refueling and repair routes so that the vehicles can reach them from their parking spots if needed. Until I have enough feed produced, let's check how the truck will deliver water. I'll send it on a task directly from its parking spot. In its settings, I'll choose the park after job completion function. Everything worked perfectly, and now I only spend 1 click to water my cows with fresh water. Oh, finally my tractors delivered the first batch of grass, and the first plant started silage production. All of this happened automatically thanks to the joint work of auto drive and Courseplay. Let's see how it happened. The tractor filled the trailer to the maximum and demanded to be unloaded. Courseplay generously handed over control of the tractor to auto drive, which headed to the plant starting from the point I designated as Grass Field 1. The next tractor followed suit, and so on in a chain. Initially, all tractors unloaded at the first plant. The next batch of grass will be unloaded at the second plant, where hay production will commence. After waiting a bit for enough silage and hay to be produced, I can now put my truck to work. First, it will load silage and deliver it to the feed plant, then it's off to deliver hay. And now it's spending my money on purchasing straw. Ah, if only the wheat would ripen faster so I wouldn't have to spend money on purchasing. Great, all components are in place, and the feed production plant is operational. After some time, it's now time to check the delivery of feed to my animals. So, a whole day has passed, and everyone has done their job excellently. It's time to relax. The tractors automatically head to the parking lot, making sure to wash up at the wash station along the way, and with a sense of duty fulfilled, each settles down to sleep in its designated parking spot. Tomorrow, they face a tough workday of harvesting the second field. Well-fed cows gratefully moo, providing milk and fertilizer every hour. Satisfied and tired, I also head home, but tomorrow won't be a tough workday for me because I've already set everything up. and all I have to do is send all my equipment to work with a couple of clicks. Now, I can consider purchasing a cowshed with a capacity of 24,000 cows. Where can I find one like that? On my channel, there are videos about setting up mods yourself and many other interesting videos. So, subscribe not to miss anything exciting. I wish everyone good luck on your farms and see you in the next videos. Bye.